Good. Well, this is a story I'm making up. I hope that's okay.
Okay.
This is a storytelling about a seed that wanted to grow. So I'm going to show you that there's a tiny seed. This seed was brown and hard, and it seemed like it didn't have any life in it at all. But something inside the seed was telling it to grow. I want to grow, said the seed. I want to grow. And with that, a little sprout began to grow. But this sprout was still under the ground, and it was dark, and the little sprout was afraid. But there was something inside this little sprout that said, I want to grow. And there was something inside that said, all I need is the light. That's all I need. So the little seed tried to grow and grow, but something was wrong. Then a little worm came around. Did you see my worm?
Yes.
The earthworm liked to crawl under the ground, and it was not afraid of the dark at all. But it found the little seed sprout. And the seed sprout talked to the little worm and said, something's not quite right here. I can't seem to grow anymore. As much as I try to go up to the light, I can't find it. And so the little worm said, I'll be a friend. I'll help. And so the worm crawled up through the dark earth into the light. And there he found Mouse. Can you see Mouse?
Yes.
Mouse talked to Worm. Worm talked to Mouse. And Worm told Mouse, can you help my friend Seed? Seed cannot seem to grow out of the ground. No matter what Seed does, Seed cannot find the light. Mouse didn't know, but said he would look around. So Mouse went and circled around where the seed lived under and found there was a big problem. Here was the problem. What's the problem?
There's a big rock.
A big rock was sitting right on top of that seed. So, Mouse, he had to tell that story. And he told that story and said, I'm sorry, but it is impossible. He told this to the worm, and the worm told it to the sprout and said, it's impossible. There is a big rock on top of you, and you are not going to be able to grow. Well, the seedling heard that and just didn't want to take no for an answer. Seedling said, no, inside of me is a power to grow. I am going to grow. And so it thought hard and long and said, I wonder if the power to grow is stronger than a rock, a great big rock. What do you think?
I don't know.
All right, let's see what happens then. Well, that thought of seed and sapling, that thought had a power. And the power went up and it came to a butterfly. And the butterfly, even though the butterfly didn't have words, the butterfly understood, oh, seed wants to grow, and we have a great big rock. We have a rock on top of it. What are we going to do? So Butterfly and Mouse talked together and said, how about we try to push this big rock? Do you think that will work?
Yes.
Well, we'll give it a try. So Rock and Butterfly. You think a butterfly could lift a rock? Think Butterfly could lift it?
No.
How about Mouse?
No.
Mouse and Butterfly, they didn't know what to do. I can't move it. I don't know what to do. So, Butterfly had an idea. Butterfly went to the fairy, who's called the Growing Fairy. And Butterfly explained to Growing Fairy growing fairy, we have a problem. We need little seed sprout to be able to grow, even if it's under a rock. Well, the growing fairy knew all about it, and she went back to the little sapling because she could do that, because she was a fairy, because she could live in either world, above the ground or below the ground. So she went below the ground and she talked to Little Sprout. Little Sprout, all you need to say is, yes, I can grow. Yes, yes, yes. Seems too simple. But the sprout thanked the fairy. Off she went. And the sprout thought, all right, it's my time. I'm going to grow and I'm going to say yes. And I don't know what will happen, but I'm just going to grow to the light. And so Fairy was being a cheerleader. Come on, Sprout, you can do it. And the worm, he was a cheerleader. Mouse, he was a cheerleader too. And so was the butterfly. And they all hoped that somehow this little sprout could grow, even though a rock was on top of it. So all together they thought this thought, all right, yes, I can grow, I can grow, I can grow. And the rock, guess what? It found its way around the rock. It bent itself a little bit. It had to change a little bit. The rock was there, but the sprout came up. It got bigger and bigger until finally everybody said, hooray, you did it! You did it because you said yes. And that is the story of how a seed was able to grow even with a big obstacle on top. And I'm going to end my story with something I taught you last time.
Oh, that.
Do you know how to do that now?
No.
Can you try it?
Okay.
Good, you did it. And you just told me, I love you. And I end my story with, I love you. And this is a happy heart wave. We wave a happy heart wave like that. Bye, Jasmine.
Bye.